of students enter our school through the front doors. And above the entrance, in large black letters in both English and Hebrew, the name of our school is proudly displayed, Netivot HaTorah Day School. And right below that name is the other name, which has been such an important part of our school for so many years, the Jack and Ann Weinbaum Education Center. As we near the completion of the Shloshim, following the passing of Ann Weinbaum, Zichrona Livracha, our Netivot family wants to express to you, Carol and Alan, and to your children, what your parents' support for Netivot HaTorah has meant to us. We want you to know that their decision so long ago is appreciated and valued just as much today as it was then. In October 1992, 28 years ago, Jack and Ann Weinbaum, Zichronam Livracha, were honored at our historic groundbreaking ceremony on what was, at that time, an empty field at 18 Atkinson Avenue. Serving as major supporters of a growing school that was only 10 years old, Jack and Ann Weinbaum committed themselves to making sure that the dream of building Netivot HaTorah would flourish, grow, and make a difference in the lives of so many young Jewish observant families in Toronto. Some of the people whose lives continue to be influenced by Jack and Ann Weinbaum, even to this day, want to express what Netivot HaTorah Day School means to them and their families.
For me, Netivot is about community. It's about the way which we come together as a community of learners, as a community dedicated to Torah and Midot Tovot, a place where every single child is valued, where we want to see them grow as Jews, grow as members of the Canadian community, and of course, with our dedication to Eretz Yisrael and Medinat Yisrael. Dear Weinbaum family, we truly could not have done it without you. The building that we come into every day is because of you, because of Jack and Ann, Zichronam Livracha. We are so grateful, and you're in our thoughts, and have our enormous gratitude for what you have made possible and continue to make possible at Netivot HaTorah.
Netivot HaTorah is such an integral part of my life and my family's life. As a proud alumnus, parent, and administrator at Netivot, I am so grateful to play a significant role in the Netivot family. My husband and I, and all of our siblings, attended Netivot HaTorah. The values of Torah, Israel, and Derech Eretz that were instilled in us shaped us into the people that we are today. When I made the decision to become a teacher, and when I was later offered a job to come back and teach at my alma mater, it was like coming home. As I began to teach in the school, I recognized the professionalism, dedication, and passion amongst my colleagues, and realized that this is the place I want my children to be educated in, and that these are the people I want to be delivering them that education. As I have now moved into the position of vice principal, I see Netivot as an institution dedicated to the professional development of its teachers, as I have had the opportunity firsthand to experience it. By sending my children to Netivot, I know that they can only gain from the knowledge and expertise of their teachers and the school, and be infused in the values of Torah, Israel, and Derech Eretz, which are so important to our family.
My name is David Elmaleh. I graduated Netivot in 2000 after 10 glorious years as a student. I coached the Netivot Panthers for a few years, and 17 years after graduation, I returned and became a parent in the school when my eldest became old enough for kindergarten. To me, Netivot means everything. It provided me with the foundation and the tools to make every major life decision that I have, from family to the Torah observance and lifestyle, religious Zionist lifestyle. Academically and career choices were impacted by the tools and the time that I spent at Netivot. The tzedakah and volunteer work and community outreach are pillars of what Netivot taught me when I was a student. I wanted to emphasize that Netivot's impact does not end. The connection that we feel does not stop once we graduate. It stays with us, and it stayed with me since graduation in 2000. I honestly believe that once you're under the Netivot umbrella, it's warm, welcoming, nurturing community that emphasizes Torah, that emphasizes derech eretz, that emphasizes going out, that emphasizes religious Zionism. Once we're under that umbrella, we never leave Netivot's warm embrace. It really is more than a school. It's a way of life. It's a moral compass. And I'm forever thankful for the time that I spent as a student and the time that I continue to spend now as a parent.
It's been a pleasure teaching in Netivot the past number of years and helping our students grow in their love of Torah and love of Israel. It's been especially gratifying to me the past number of years as I start teaching children of my former students, and I watch as they choose to enroll their kids at Netivot to continue the kind of education they got and to help build the kind of values that we started them off with years ago. So what a wonderful legacy for the Weinbaum family that you've helped us create this education in Toronto. Thank you so much.
Being part of the Netivot community has been a place where the values that we try to instill at home of Torah, of Israel, and of derech eretz are reinforced and role modeled in such a meaningful and positive way. Netivot has also made us feel like we are such a part of a community that cares about each other, and a community that cares about the world. Thank you so much.
When I think about what family means to me, I can't help but think of Netivot. When I was in 4th grade, my parents enrolled me in a small school on Yeoman's Road, which grew steadily over time. When I left as a member of its first graduating class, I didn't realize the profound impact this school would have on the rest of my life. As I grew up and pursued my educational degree, I couldn't imagine a place I would rather be than back in the fold of Netivot. Their dedication to Midot and education was something I wanted to be a part of. I've been a continuous faculty member there for 23 years, and the school continues to bring me joy. When my husband and I had our children, there was never a doubt about where we would send them, and the remarkable way each of my sons has turned out is surely a testament to the school. As I prepare for my youngest son to graduate this year, I am conflicted by sadness as my time ends here as a parent, but happiness that I will continue to be part of such an auspicious institution. Thank you to the Weinbaum family for setting myself and countless other families up for success.
Netivot has molded and shaped me into the person I am today. Netivot stands for Torah, derech eretz, and a love of Israel. These 3 pillars are what my childhood focused on and continued on into high school and my post-high school years in Israel, and stays with me till today. Netivot was the foundation and central part of my childhood, and it continues to be that way today for my family. Of the many things that Netivot taught me was the importance of having a strong connection to the community. Some of my fondest memories as a student was marching down Atkinson on Yom Ha'atzmaut with the other day schools, packaging food for Pesach food drives, and visiting the elderly. Netivot has always shown me the importance of the connection with family. I always looked forward to school programs that invited my family to be a part of, and now my family enjoys being welcomed as grandparents and great-grandparents. The teachers I had inspired me to be who I am today. I am now a proud parent of 3 children in the school. I feel blessed to still have the influence of some of these administrators and teachers to teach my children and continue to guide me when I was a teacher and now as the gun director. It is wonderful watching my children being inspired by the same 3 pillars that my childhood stood on, with the values from Netivot. As the gun director, it's my goal to instill a love of Torah and Israel along with derech eretz in each child, just as I experienced. I cherish the opportunity to influence Gan Netivot Yeladim to live up to the goals of those who supported this wonderful institution.
Imagine, these few speakers alone represent 3 generations of families whose lives Jack and Ann Weinbaum touch, even after all these years. The sign over the entrance really does say it all. Netivot HaTorah Day School stands on the strong shoulders of a beloved couple who realized that they could make a difference. They carried us then and continue to do so today. May their memory be a source of blessing to their family and an inspiration for all of us. we will always be grateful to them.